go. Invincible LeBron James is the new Invincible. And if you're like me and you want to add LePookie James to your team, then like the video right now and let me know down below in the comments who your starting point guard is, because we are getting Invincible out of position LeBron James. Yes, out of position. 2K basically leaked some stuff, some free rewards, and of course LeBron James. And when it comes to LeBron, I mean, you guys already know LeBron has literally been king when it comes to my team. Like, ever since they added his pink diamond, which obviously was day one of 2K25, he's been basically dominating the my team street. 6-9 up in here. I do have his pink diamond, I do have his Galaxy Opal, and of course the Dark Matter, and they are completely skipping the 100 overall tier with him as well as the other players they've been doing. And let me show you guys why I say that, because 2K basically leaked everything that you know, basically is on the way. Not everything, but basically what you need to see. And take a look at that right there. Oh my goodness. So they basically tweeted this out literally just now. They said, head to Triple Threat Park on Sunday and rack up some, you know, streak to earn rewards. And look at this. Look at this. You see LeBron, bro. You see LeBron James. This is going to change everything that we know in my team, bro. Out of position is officially confirmed for the new sets. And you see the two players, right? Scottie Pippen, LeBron James. Now, we are getting a free out of position 95 plus overall packet. So that's going to be a free out of position player that we get. Of course, it looks like we're going to be seeing another free Invincible reward for Triple Threat Park. And obviously 2K basically just accidentally used the wrong graphic, even though, to be fair, I don't think they accidentally did this. You know, I feel like they did it on purpose, because knowing 2K, you know, they out here, they're basically just getting everybody ready. So this tweet right here was tweeted out. It already got deleted. As soon as it got tweeted out, people got the notification and 2K deleted it. And so this is going to be the new set. So Scottie Pippen, LeBron James, and I'm going to tell you right now, this LeBron James is going to be filthy, bro. And you know he's going to be able to play the point guard position. That's the whole point of out of position, right? Even though I do also feel like we are getting a taco fall, guys. I think we're going to get a taco. I think we are long overdue for a dominant, crazy player. And actually, I got to double check. We do have a taco already in my team, right? Because I feel like with out of position, it just makes sense for Taco to also come out and just completely break everything. Yeah, well, we're definitely getting a Taco, bro. I just feel like it makes sense. With this out of position sets, and of course the free, you know, out of position player, the free out of position pack, the free Invincible glitched event pack, which obviously you can still use for the events. And honestly, we kind of knew that LeBron was going to get a point guard Invincible card, just because they added, of course, Jokic in the exchange. They added Jimmy Butler. They added Ben Simmons. So they've been adding all these point guards because they knew what they were doing, bro. Obviously, we know how 2K works. LeBron James is getting that Invincible, and then, of course, Taco being... How tall is he this year? Is he still 7 foot? You know, yep, 7'5". Oh my goodness. And how disrespectful of me. I haven't even talked about Scottie Pippen, bro, because obviously he's also on the cover. Oh my goodness. Scottie Pippen. So he's going to be getting the 100 overall treatments. And Scottie has been good this year. I'm assuming since, you know, this, of course, is out of position, I'm assuming that Scottie's got to be out of position too, right? So what, are we going to assume that it's going to be, you know, a point guard? I feel like it has to be, right? Because he's already a shooting guard, 6'8". That is crazy, bro. Scottie Pippen, he's been basically one of the best defensive players we've seen like all year when it comes to just defense and just being able to do everything. And so, you know, Scottie most likely the 100 overall, with LeBron James, of course, being the Invincible. This is crazy. And then that's not even including the other players we're getting, right? Because it's not just going to be LeBron. It's not just going to be, even though Taco is not confirmed, this is obviously just my guess. But if you guys remember back in 2K, you know, this 2K, it was 2K20, out of position, bro, LeBron James. It's going to be exactly like this. I do want to see what other players we had, because this was for obviously the other 2K. Yeah, so we had like a Spud Webb. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him as well. Same way Draymond Green. I feel like he always comes out during out of position. Dennis Rodman, Russell Westbrook. I hope they do something like this where like the centers are like the point guards and then the point guards are like the centers. I thought this was pretty cool just to have, like, just for fun, right? Just for the memes. And so I could definitely see 2K doing something like that. Even though obviously we have also seen some other crazy out of position sets. I actually looked back and 2K23 was the last time that we had an out of position sets, which is really crazy because like we didn't have one last year. And then obviously, like I said, 23 was the last time we had one. So last time you see Draymond, yeah. And then Taco, yeah. It's just so obvious, bro. They always use the same players. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they add a Scottie Barnes as well, to this out of position set. Draymond obviously being potentially a point guard. Bill Russell, I don't think we have Bill Russell this year in my team, right? Same with Kobe. Obviously, Kobe never really comes out in out of position, but Bill Russell sometimes does. And is he even searchable? He is. Nope. Wow. Yeah, so no Bill Russell this year, obviously. You never know, though. 2K could always add him. They did that with, like, John Wall. Like, they could, at any points, just have the rights again for certain players. But, yeah, we're definitely not going to see a Bill Russell. Jimmy Butler, we already have him as a point guard. So we definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see, obviously, Taco, like I said, Draymond Green. Maybe a Sengun. We're definitely going to be getting a lot of good budget cards because out of position just completely tanks everything. The auction house is going to be a GG. All the point guards, like, no longer, like, the era of 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" point guards, like, it's over. With Jokic obviously having the exchange during the events, which obviously we do get the free Invincible piece. Like, that just kind of just told everybody that, like, hey, they're finishing off this season with LeBron James, so next season is gonna be even crazier, bro. Maybe my boy Roberto, maybe he'll get a card. I do hope that next season, though, they do start giving out a lot of, like, free 100 overall players, eventually free Invincibles, because with Kevin, actually, I feel like Kevin Garnett might get a 100. I thought he would potentially be an Invincible because they've been skipping a lot of the players that, like, if you don't have a 100 overall card, you get an Invincible. So KG, I figured he would get a card very soon. So he could also come out and out of position. And let me double check when it comes to Kevin Garnett, because I do feel like obviously there has to be a big center too. Actually, tell me who your starting center is as well. Yeah, Kevin Garnett. He does have the dark matter, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a KG, obviously, with the new out of position sets, even though hopefully we do see a lot of big guys too, not just like top point guards. And by the way, speaking of a Taco, do you guys remember this Taco? Yeah, actually no, it's not this one, it's this one, the out of position, my bad, this one. 7, you see what I mean, bro? They always be changing the heights. This one was 7'6", the one that we have right now is 7'5". This Taco literally dominated as well, so that goes to show you, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm like 95% sure we're going to be seeing an out of position Taco, or maybe just like a regular Taco, unless they do weights for like maybe the next set of, out of position. Oh, what did we get? A Yao Ming. I forgot Yao Ming. What if they add a Giannis, bro? 100 overall Giannis, because Giannis hasn't gotten a 100 overall card. He got, he went straight to Invincible. Ooh, same with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan tends to get out of position cards. Porzingis sometimes does too. Ben Simmons, obviously, we already have the 100 overall Ben Simmons added in my team. Maybe they'll give us an Earl Boykins. Little Earl up in here, bro. This set is going to change. I mean, I told you guys 2K was going to finish strong. We figured with them bringing back, previous sets that out of position was going to be next. And this is going to be crazy, bro. Imagine a shooting guard Yao Ming again. Oh my goodness. So obviously with this being leaked, we know for sure LeBron James and Scottie Pippen and the free stuff right here as rewards. However, though, they will be revealing all the other players, and as soon as they do, I'll be sure to keep you updated. In the meantime, check out the new God Squad, check out the Hall of Fame boxes I opened, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.